interesting and significant table. Okay, look like there are a lot of verses, but you will see that some of the words repeat few times. So what is interesting about this table, you can see here, you can see here a number 5783, which means that from letter to letter, like from this letter to this letter, 5783 letters, and 5783 are here. Tafshin Pegimal, 5783 years after creation. So who appears in this number in black? HaMashiach, the Messiah, which means that from this letter 8 to this Mem, 5783, from Mem to Shin, 5783, Shin to Yud, 5783, and Yud to Chet. Amazing. So the Messiah comes. No, it's the right time, because we know that the year of the sabbatical is the year that Messiah is supposed to come. But what we need? Parallel. You see in green. What you have here? Teshuva. Repentance. Repentance, very significant, very important. And what is very significant is the table of their repentance comes parallel to the Messiah and to, what is it in here? Ellul. This is a month of repentance. From Aleph to Lamed, 5783, from Lamed to Vav, 5783. Amazing. The same skip like HaMashiach and Ellul. Hashuvah is more, but basically is a division of, is multiplication of this, but it appears parallel, very significant. What you have here in yellow, it's something which is not Ellul, but is fear of God. If you listen to my lecture about Ellul, this time repentance, we saw there's a full numerical value of letter L have to do with fear, because fear of God is the basis of everything. It's the end of the Ecclesiastes, the book of Solomon, the king. Akol, everything God did, Asa, Shiru Lefonav, the people will be afraid of him. Or what is going on in the world is to bring fear from God, realize that we need God to help us. So amazing. Ellul parallel to fear, Ellul parallel to Messiah, parallel to repentance. And again you have Ellul here in blue. Ellul, you see the same letters, the same letter. Here you see same. And not only this, another time Ellul. Also here. 3 times Ellul, repentance, because there are 3 important conditions for repentance. The first one is regret. I did something wrong, realizing what I did wrong and it affects me and the whole world. This is to do with the mind, intellectual regret. Then the second important condition for repentance is confession in the heart. Confess I did wrong, I feel remorse of what I did, understand I did wrong to God. The third one is changing deeds, behaving differently, to do, keep Shabbos, keep the Torah, purity of life, whatever it is. So maybe it's 3 times Ellul indicate to these 3 conditions. Then you have, by the way, it's interesting that you have this year also here. Tafshin Pegimal 5783. Basically there is also even A before 57. Also it appears, also it's not so simple that it appears with the number of skip 5783. What more we have here? We have few times Torah, because keeping the Torah brings us Messiah. Torah again brings us Ben Ishai, son of Jesse appears it. One should know it's not so simple to have all this here in such a way that you can read it. Son of Jesse Ben Ishai, again by keeping the Torah. Ellul, also Torah. What are the verses here? ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, the children of Israel should keep the Shabbos, לעשות, to do it, את השבת לדורותם, to do it for all of a generation, ברית עולם, eternal covenant, ביני, between me, God says, and between the children of Israel. אותי לעולם is a sign, כי ששת ימים, because 6 days God created heaven and earth. No, Shabbos is one of the most important conditions for keeping the Shabbos. This is what we have today, the Satan very strong, with those Baraks and Lieberman and Lapid against the Shabbos, against Torah, against purity of life, right? What more we have here? Amazingly, we have here the promise of God in Egypt, obviously for us also. V'ga'alti etchem, I will redeem you with outstretched hand. You Israel, yeah. Unbelievable, no? Hoping that as it is known that the redemption of Egypt is really like, our redemption is like the redemption of Egypt. So the promise that God will redeem us then also applicable to this. Who will come before Messiah? Yavo Eliyahu, unbelievable. Elijah will come. It's also amazing. And all this comes in only once in the Torah table, 5783. No? What do you think? Don't know what do you think. But far away from being coincidence, God tells us you are in very important months now, Ellul. Only few weeks, 3 weeks remain. Try to do not change, otherwise who knows what will be developing. So, please do Teshuvah, keep the Torah, then you will have son of Jesse, Ben Ishai coming, then you have the Messiah, but all conditions, Torah, Shabbos. So, hoping that seeing this and really, you think what can be the chances that the same skip of this year will have all this verse, all these tables. It's not simple at all to find such kind of phenomena that you have the related verse. When you have Messiah, Ellul, fear of God, you have son of Jesse, all these skip and a few times, it's Israel. So, what we can do? We can do Teshuvah, repentance, and realizing that Torah is a blueprint of creation. We mentioned already 800 years ago, Rabbeinu Bachya, with the code of the Zerafan, the exact second of birth of the moon, which is the basis. So many tables we have, the books that we did, Professor Aralik and Professor Rips. Amazing book, Torah calls glimpse into the infinite. In Hebrew, lots of books we did, Professor Rips and Dr. Rothenberg, this is his program that we are using, all the Torah letter after letter. And he became Orthodox Jews when he saw those codes. Professor Rips showed him, both of them scientists from Russia. He became Orthodox Jew, wrote a book in English, all his truths about the codes. So this is his program, we work together. Lot of books we did together, Professor Aralik, amazing. Books we did about Kabbalah, Bible Code and Kabbalah, all these books you can get in Amazon or in my site, GlazersonBooks.com. Very important, unbelievable, significant. We had a lot of books with Professor Aralik about many, like Holocaust in Bible Code, the Mayan, and other interesting books we did, yeah. So, as I said, interesting, significant table for our time, for Ellul. So, as I said, after seeing such difficult tables about problems, about protests against fighting with religious, with Orthodox. So, here we have a nice table, nothing negative. Now it's telling us about the importance of the time that we are living now, the month of Ellul. The time which is the time for Messiah after sabbatical. But this is our Teshuvah, their repentance. This is unfortunately difficult for people to keep. Shabbos. So, hoping that things will change. Who knows what can bring to it? But we are already finished this year. Okay, the indication to the other year, but then not so simple at all. So interesting and significant table for our time.